Hey, Shawna Thompson in the studio with us from Thompson Square. Also, she brought her
dude
slacker.
The hack.
It's Kiefer. You know him from Thompson Square, but this is big times for Shawna. This is like you're doing your own thing. I'm so excited. It's for years, Bubba, and I've always said that Thompson Square is being held up by you. Like you're the one holding it all up.
Propping the band up.
Yeah, propping up. He's holding it up. Anyway, so here you are. So now this is your own album. You have your own album out.
That's so weird. It's just weird to even hear you say that. But yes, it's a big week this week.
So you have, so it's with Sun Records, legendary Sun Records. Like, I think that's so
like
cool.
Elvis, Johnny Cash.
That's so cool.
All
man.
the people back in the day.
That's like hip and cool.
It's insane. I pinch myself every morning when I wake up.
So how is the music? Is it different than like what Thompson Square is? You're doing?
Yeah.
You can say that.
A little bit. How is it different?
No, it's really throwback, y'all. It's like 1960s, 70s, maybe a little late 80s in there. Country.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm so excited for y'all to hear it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm excited. Real quick, though, I do want to say that we don't know how long we have Shawna here because they went drinking last night.
Not we.
Yes, I was honestly looking for an exit strategy, trying to figure out where the restroom was, just in case.
I don't know.
Hey, where's the
So
bathroom?
actually, you're still, thankfully, Kiefer drove. But no, so you're still a little tipsy right now. That's great.
Yeah. Yes, a little tipsy.
Well, it's a good time for Mama to get out.
We honky-tonked a little hard last night.
When is the last time you went out?
Oh, gosh. It's probably been a
Thursday?
month. Stop.
A month.
It's probably been a month ago that we went out honky tonking. Yeah, we have our spot we like to go to out at close to Opryland.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Music Valley?
Music City Grill.
Oh,
that
wow.
area. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Music
That's
City Bar and Grill.
Old school
Yeah.
area.
That's the only. I mean, honestly, y'all, it's like one of the only places left in town that plays like traditional country music.
Yeah. Everywhere else
Like you got
Broadway.
Roberts, of course, down on Broadway, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's an institution, but yeah, it's like you
Oh,
go
yeah,
in there and you can hear
And you get to hear
Paycheck and Jones and
If you go in there and go,
Haggard
hey, can you play some Clay Walker or anybody else besides 1960, they just throw you out.
All right, we're gonna hear some. So it's a big day. Shawna Thompson album is out, and it's called "Lean on Neon," and we'll talk with her and gonna hear. Are we singing? Are we doing this? Are you okay?
Well, I'm
to
gonna
sing?
try.
I was like, but here's the thing: if you're going to sing 60s, 70s, 80s type, you've got to
be drunk.
You gotta be able to hang. So you're perfect.
You are
You're playing
life.
Hey.
You think
All right.
George Jones ever did a sober interview?
No. All right, Shawna Thompson coming back. We'll do that on the way next. Shawna Thompson in the studio from half the duo of Thompson Square, and Kiefer's in as well.
The best half, yes.
Yeah, right. Has Kiefer been wearing you out with his dumb comedy songs? Like, hey, what do you think about this? It's a song about a kid who fell in a well. It's hilarious.
Daily.
All the time.
Daily.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you happy, though, that he's doing this little thing, too? Because it keeps him out of your business.
Exactly.
Do you feel like...
No, I'm so
It
happy.
totally does not keep me out of her. It
I'm
forces
so-
me to be more in her business.
I really am extremely happy for him. He's happier.
Yeah.
Which makes me happier, you
And
know.
guys, I haven't been happy in a long time.
Wah, wah.
Yeah,
Billy's
part
in
of
the
his
world.
whole bit is, getting out of the house and away from me. So, yeah.
I like that. So I love this album. So Shawna Thompson has this. It's she signed with Sun Records. It's "Lean on Neon" is the name of the album, and you've got a ton of people on this. Pam Tillis, Rhonda Vincent, a ton of people who are like.
Can we just say Vince Gill and Ricky Skaggs?
Vince Gill and Ricky Skaggs?
Yes.
Lord.
Yes.
And I bet they all said the same thing. Like, oh, love this music. I'm glad you're doing this.
It was very pleasant. Like when we put the list together, first of all, we never intended for it to be a collaborative type record. It just turned out that way because, when you have a party, you invite as many people as possible thinking, well, maybe only 2 people will show up.
That's usually our parties.
Oh, okay.
So you invite the 1,000.
That's
If
kind
anybody.
of that's kind of what happened. Like Kiefer started calling people, and everybody said yes, and we're like, "This is amazing."
Well,
and,
this is going to get awkward. Someone's going to get the boot.
Hey, sorry, we're going to have to cut your song.
Sorry, Vince. Can you stop
Really?
singing?
Yeah.
You know, somebody did get the boot, but I'm not going to tell you.
We can't talk.
Oh.
Kiefer Thompson.
Shawna's going to. You're not going to make it
gonna
home.
kill him.
Can you sing for us, Shawna? Can we do that? I think we need you to sing.
Deflect. Deflect.
We need you to sing. Pull up. So the album is called Lean on Neon, and it's kind of a 60s, 70s, 80s country vibes. If you're into that, you're gonna love this. And what are you gonna play for us?
So this one's called "Burn It Down," which I think is appropriate because I think that's kind of what we did last night. No, it's a song that we Kiefer wrote or started writing later on in the process of writing the album. He asked me, he was going to write one day, and he said, well, what do you think we need? And I said, well, I feel like we need something Waylon Jennings-ish. And
you can never go wrong.
Daddy went to work.
He went to the right, came back, loved the song. They didn't get the bridge, and it came down like to the last minute. Us in the studio, we cut the entire song with a bridge in it. Still didn't have the lyric, and then right before I did my vocals, we wrote the bridge. It was one of those very last minute songs. But anyway, it's one of my favorites on the album.
And what's it called?
Burn It Down.
Burn It Down. Here we go. This is Shawna Thompson from the new album, Lean on Neon.
Daddy raised me right from the start. So I got Jesus in my heart. I try living right, but Lord, it's hard. 'Cause I like to smoke every now and then. Sip the high life with all my friends. And then the neon lights draw me in. And I get straight to the point, set 'em up and pass 'em round, crank the hank and burn this joint all the way down, 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 down. Yeah. Now take that jack down off the wall. I didn't come in this honky-tonk to talk. It won't take long, so pour 'em strong, hoss. Let's get straight to the point. Set 'em up and pass 'em round. Crank the hank and burn this joint all the way down, 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 down. Taste the whiskey on my lips, feel the sting with every sip, gonna burn it down. Getting lit, don't need no match, gonna turn this place to ash, gonna burn it down. Yeah, we gonna burn it down. Let's get straight to the point. Set 'em up and pass 'em round. Crank the hank and burn this joint all the way down, 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 down. All the way down, 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 down.
Shawna Thompson. Golly, people are gonna dig this.
Thank you.
I see the reaction of people. It's like, oh my gosh, losing their minds. There is, country has, we can have the, the current kind of,
We can be
top
hip
40
hop.
type
We can be,
stuff.
a field party. We can be all that stuff too. But we can also be that.
Yeah, and we have to be that.
love
We have
country.
to have that. We have to have that. That keeps us grounded to what we are as a genre of music.
Well, I feel like it just needs to, it just needs to come back just a little bit. Can we bring it back just a little bit?
I think it is.
You know, after COVID, I noticed that we got a little more, I guess the word would be earthy, and we kind of went back a little bit, more acoustically driven. And I think that is, it was a good reset for all of us.
Yeah. I agree. You can kind of feel it coming back around.
Well, this younger generation, too, they're starting to discover, hey, what the heck do we miss?
Oh, my son was telling me about all these new bands. Like Paycheck and things like that. Because you know, when you're 17 years old and you discover this on, you know, whatever they're listening to, they think they found this little secret.
I found this hot new track called A11.
And
Johnny Paycheck is killer.
And you know, hey, we did the same thing. Like I did that with the Eagles.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up with the Eagles.
When I was a kid, the Creedence Clearwater stuff, I was like, found the old 45s, and I was listening at the house. And
well,
I'm like,
honestly, this whole record, that's kind of where it came from. You know, that's what my dad listened to, and it was always playing around the house. He was a musician. That's what he was always singing was George and Haggard and all the good ones, you know. So it's just, you know, it's what I've heard since I was a little bitty girl, and that's what's in my blood.
well, that was really hot.
Yeah, Shawna Thompson.
Thank
The album is Lean on Neon. Lean on Neon. It's on Sun Records. We'll come back with Can we do a request?
Yes.
Will you do a request if I ask a request? All right, we'll do that coming up next. Shawna Thompson in the studio. Lean on Neon is the new album that is out. But we loving this, right?
Dude, this is crazy good. Like, it's so cool. If you love country music and you go, I wish they did some of the stuff like the old days, here you go. Your prayers have been answered.
I mean, honestly, y'all, like, it's been so cool seeing all the comments on socials, the 4 songs that have come out. Like, people are like, finally somebody that's singing country music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate that that's even a comment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's been really sweet, though. Everybody's been so kind and gracious. And, man, I honestly cannot believe it. I moved here in 1996 to do this. So it's almost like I'm going back in a time machine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
That's a good point.
It's super weird. Like, it feels like I'm starting what I tried to start in 1996.
Every generation does that, though. Like, I remember when Dwight Yoakam was doing the throwback stuff, like when he did Crazy Little Thing Called Love and all that, people are like, oh, what is he doing?
Yeah, right.
Every so often, you get somebody who says, you know what, I'm going to do it this way.
Well, some of my favorite people, Dwight, Barney Stewart, same thing. You know, his whole vibe was very retro. They were my favorites. I mean, I'm wearing Dwight today. Come on, you know. So, yeah, that whole California country sound. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on this record. Like, there's a song called Lonesome and Then Some. When we went in to write it, that was the idea that day. We were like, can we write something that sounds kind of Dwightish, you know?
Well, this is one of the coolest things we've ever done, too, because normally when you write a record, you might write 60 songs and whittle it down and whittle it down and whittle it down to 20 and 25. And then you get down to your 10 or 11, 12. On this record, we knew exactly what we wanted to do. And so when we went in to write the record, we wrote 12 tracks and we cut 12 tracks.
Wow.
So that was it. I mean, we wrote the record and recorded it.
So there won't be like a special edition later, like with the stuff that was left off?
There's only one song that we recorded.
I did a cover of a Shelby Lynn song. I'm a massive Shelby Lynn fan, and it just didn't quite fit the sound of the record. The track came out really awesome.
Genius.
But
it's so freaking good. And so I hate it that it's not on, but it's just not, this is typical, but it's just not country enough.
You know,
you have
it.
It's just not country enough. I'm just going to tell you.
You have it, so it can come out anytime you want. So that's kind of a cool
It can be a
thing.
bonus track at some point. It's Shelby's amazing, and
there are some other covers on here on the record. We did a Buck Owens Together Again. I talked about my dad a few minutes ago. That was his favorite song, and that was the song that if we were playing a gig, nobody else sang that song. That was Daddy's song. You didn't touch it. So when it came down to the last day of cutting, Kiefer was like, is there anything else you want to do for your dad? And
because the whole album's a tribute to him.
Yeah, I was listening, and Together Again came on, and I just started bawling. Mm-hmm. And Kiefer goes, you're recording that song today? And I was like, no, I've never sang that song before. I've heard it about 1,000 times.
About 1,000.
But had never sang it, and we went in and we did it in one take, old school, like around one mic. Like, it was one of my most favorite moments in the studio.
So we had 20 minutes left in the session, And to go back to her story a little bit, we were getting ready. She was in the shower, and I don't know if they were shaving or something, learning how to shave. And that song came on, and I looked over, and she's just like kind of sitting down in the shower, and I was like, what is happening, you know? And she was just bawling, you know, and I said, we got to cut this. And so we got into this, and I said, man, the whole day I'm thinking, we got to get this in, we got to get this in. So we had like 20 minutes left, and I was like, okay, everybody just unplug, everybody come into the middle of the room, 2 acoustic guitars, upright piano, upright bass, dobro, and we've got one chance at this, and that's it. You know, Shawna's never sang it, so she was in the room with them, you know, just like they did back in the day. You can hear the
I was going to say, so it looks and sounds like an old retro Real Sun recording session.
You take the Pro Tools out of it, and that's exactly what it was. So we did it one time, and it was literally, in my opinion, perfect. I'm crying in the vocal booth. Chad, my co-producer and engineer, is crying. Everyone's crying like, did that just happen? And I was like, hey, we got 5 minutes. Can we do one more? And Shawna's tore up. She's crying, so she can't do it again. So what you hear on the record is one take, no fixes, no nothing. It was just like, that's just what it was. It was just a beautiful moment in time in country music, how a song met an artist and in a studio with the right players at the right time, and it just came out perfect.
So what's a song that kind of inspired, you know, is on the album for you guys that we could do?
So, Pure Country is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Right?
Never seen it.
Shut up.
No, he hasn't.
What?
He hasn't. I make fun of him all the time. I'm like, how can you have been doing this for 30 years?
Are you serious?
And have never seen
That's
George Strait?
kind of like not seeing Caddyshack.
I haven't seen it either.
I kind of want to say one of the lines from the
on.
song or from the movie right now. Go on.
No, I don't. I mean,
I can't say it though.
I know George
on the radio.
Strait's in it, but I've never seen it.
No, it's one of my favorite movies, and the soundtrack is killer. It's so good. The song "When Did You Stop Loving Me," George Strait.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite country songs. And when we got with Leslie Satcher, she was a big part of this project, the writing part of it, and vibe. I mean, she's just so awesome. She's like the coolest chick ever. I talked to her about it, and I was like, it'd be so cool to have something that's that vibe. And we came up with Lean on Neon as the title track. But When Did You Stop Loving Me is also a song that I've been singing since I was a teenager, and it was one of my daddy's favorite songs.
It's one of the best songs ever.
We played on a Broadway, and he'd always put, money in the tip jar for us when we were playing down there and asked for it. So
That's great.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear it.
Let's do it.
You do the whole thing or just a piece? Or?
Let's do the whole thing. Dang it. We're here.
She said it's her favorite song of all time. Why would you do half of it?
We're going to do 3 lines of this song, move on to something else.
When did you stop loving me? How long have I been a memory? I've got to know for my own sanity. Tell me, when did you stop loving me? Was it that night that you stayed out until dawn? You know that night has haunted me for so long. Was your love already cold? Tell me, please, I've got to know. Tell me, when did you stop loving me? There was a time when you worshipped where I stood, and heaven knows I'd bring it back if I could. And I can tell when we make love, it ain't me you're thinking of. Tell me, when did you stop loving me? Darling, when did you stop loving me?
Too bad you can't sing. Shawna Thompson. Man, what a great. I know, right? I heard Keeper's like, God, right in the middle of the song. He's like, good Lord. Man, it's so good. We're loving this album. Bob, is this going to be like, are we going to have this on vinyl and play this all the time?
Yes, we do have it on vinyl. Thank you, son, for dropping that by. Yeah, we're going to be. I have a feeling this will be on Throwback Thursday stuff for a long time.
I love
Talk
that.
dirty to me.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you say talk dirty to me? Can we turn his microphone off?
Please,
Jeez,
yes.
okay.
Just put him in the other room.
Lean on Neon is the name of it. Shawna Thompson, so good. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
you were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.